Selamlar çok sevgili YouTube. Kaldığımız yerden Draugen'a devam ediyoruz efendim. Daha hala kız kardeşimizin nerede olduğuna dair en ufak bir fikrimiz de yok. Başka bir şey de yok. Ortalıkta kimseler de yok. Şehirde tek bir insan yok. Ama bir şeyleri çözmeye çalışıyoruz. Twitch chatini sizlere bol bol selamlar ver efendim, her ne kadar göremiyorsanız da. Umarım beğeniyorsunuzdur. Umarım hoşunuza gidiyordur. Beğeniyorsunuz. Beğenir, bir de kanalıma abone olun. Bakın.
I will find you again.
Bana ne yaptılar ki? Ben kaybolursam beni ararsınız değil mi lan? Kız nerede?
Lissy.
I'm upstairs.
Ha, üst kat.
Teddy, is that you?
Başka kim olacak?
This is her room.
Evet, Ruth'un
Are you paying
odası.
attention? Ruth.
Ben senden önce buldum
You
ki burayı.
One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then nothing. Darkness. Forever and ever.
İmansız
Maybe there's
kız.
something
Cennet
here
var,
that can tell us
cehennem
what
var.
happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look.
O kadar güzel ya. Allah nazarlardan saklasın. Çok
Still no sign
güzel.
of the Fretlands.
Maybe they left town after Ruth died.
What's the point of this? I should be looking for Betty.
I hate you sometimes.
Ben bayılıyorum sana.
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever
Kavgayı
met a child,
çizmiş.
Edward? She wasn't Monet. She was 8. That must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are
kafasındaki
more
ne?
insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Ruth'un kafasındaki ne bu, Simon?
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or the...
Mine.
Bir dakika.
But what did she find?
something important enough to draw.
Madende kıymetli bir şey buluyor bence. Kimsenin bulmaması gereken bir şey buluyor. Simon da bunu öldürüyor. Hadi bakalım. Çözdüm. Oyun bitti. Şu an oyun bitti. Oyun bitti. Oyun bitti. Oyunu komple
This
çözdüm.
must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle. Simon and his father on the other.
A community divided.
Ez kolaydı. Alt F4 abi. Güzel. Bakın.
Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Who's that figure supposed to be? It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew.
Orada açtığı kutu işte.
It looks like this box on her desk.
Really? Let me see. Pull it out.
Ay inşallah şimdi gene bomboş muhabbet yapmazsın. Bakmak istemiyor. Ev falan yapmazsın inşallah. Bunun özel alanına girmek çok saygılı. Bu kadar saygı. Ha bunlar
What is
ne lan?
this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. They belong in a museum.
Aa
Ruth
lanetli
had her
bunlar
own
da.
private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She's
Bebekte takılıydı ya şu iğne, bak orada da
child,
var.
Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait, the pin on the doll.
This is where it came from, her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
If we're to believe
Madende.
her drawing, perhaps the mine. She may have found a grave site. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how...
Ne birini bulacağız o
I
zaman.
mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things.
Hadi.
There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
She didn't imagine the Viking artifacts.
O bunlar da mı zihni?
You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic
This is
events.
what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and...
Bu da pek
Is that a-
agresif.
Belle?
Öf!
Bell. Someone's here. Maybe,
Ay, ay bir şey çıktı zannettim. Nedense korktum saçma sapan.
perhaps she's in trouble.
Hiçbir şey çıkmadı.
I need to get to the church
Koş!
right
Neden korktum ki kapıyı açarken hiçbir şekilde anlamadım.
now. I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Oğlum kilsenin çanı koşun koşsana. Benim canımın içi bağırma annem özür diliyorum. Ben de bir an için korktum. Çalıyor işte. Burada Baggins'in evi. Orada da öyle yazıyor. Kızın çizdiği adamda da öyle yazıyordu. Değil mi? Normalde her yere koşa koşa gelir, şimdi gelmeyeceği tuttu. Burası kilitli olan taraf değil, kilitli olan taraf madenin olduğu taraf.
All these fresh graves. Do you think that maybe
No.
Betty...
I'd know.
But
You wouldn't understand. Elizabeth and I, we have a bond. No one's touched these since yesterday.
who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes,
İşte.
the brook that runs
That's
through.
nature, not God.
Can you peek through the boards?
Blah.
See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Neredeler?
Hello? I heard the bell.
This is giving me the
I'm here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet. Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister,
Stop
Elizabeth.
shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
There are no ghosts.
Ya çok saçma. Nerede? Kim çaldı o zaman? Allah, zıpladım. Nasıl zıplayabildim? Hayır hayır hayır hayır. Hayır hayır hayır hayır hayır hayır, hayır. El mi o? O bir el mi? O bir el mi? O bir el mi? O bir el mi? Eldiven. Kardeşimin eldivenleri. Evet. Evet evet
Betty's
evet
gloves.
evet evet evet evet evet.
They are definitely Betty's.
Oh,
She
Oğlum
got
ne
these
yaptınız
in
kız
Boston
kardeşime?
before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make
Breadcrumbs.
sense.
She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a
Betty
lab.
will have left more crumbs.
Betty. You're turning into such a pill.
Gerizekalı buraya niye geldin? Çıldırtma bak kızım beni. Beni deli ettirecek ha.
What's this rope for?
The bell.
This is the bell we heard ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and pull this rope to ring it.
Yes.
There was no one here. You didn't see anyone, right?
No. No one.
Ghosts. I'm telling you, it's ghosts. So what happened to the hunchback of Grovik?
They must be here still. There's only the one exit.
Maybe it was the wind.
A church bell's too heavy. It can't have been the wind.
Allah Allah.
I don't know. Maybe it was the wind. There's no one
Meraktan
here.
ölürsün ki böyle. Çekelim. Çok bile durdum.
I don't like that sound. Please stop.
Emrin olur paşam.
What happened here?
Emrin olur paşam. Zor mu geldi yaşam?
God is not here. The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And
İnşallah.
Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead,
Her name would be in the book.
vandals. Tore it
Oh.
to pieces.
I don't think the missing
Gerçekten.
pages left the church. Look.
Belki buluruz ölü listesini, evet. Al.
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to team me.
Nedir? Boğaz mı?
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
Oyunun adı
The
Draugen,
vicar's
aşağıda
handwriting
yazıyor
was hard to
zaten.
decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive.
Güzel
move
bir şey
on.
istemiş.
Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
Lanet.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone
Doğru.
to blame for their misfortune.
Ölüme.
Sounds like Grovik was split in two,
Okay.
between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Çok tahmin edilebilir.
This sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20
Ya
years
kızım
of
sen
division
salak
and
mısın? İkisi
disagreements.
kavga etmiş şey, iki kardeş, iki ikiz. Neyi bölüşeyim? Acaba mal mı bölüşemediler ki? Miras yüzünden çıkmış olabilir kavga.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly. But I wonder if they were even here.
Well, they were twin brothers. They must have been close once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
Bu arada çevirmediği yerde şeyi söyledi işte, hani ikisi ikiz kardeşlerdi, birbirlerine zaten
But
yakınlardır
the
gibi bir
only
şey
thing
söyledi.
you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
Bu mu?
I wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are.
Çekilmez bir çile yani.
I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible many times. It's an important historical document. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Ay.
Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction,
Oh,
blasphemy is a
yarabbim.
contradiction.
Heretic.
Bir de diyorum mutlu olmak için bir
Found
sebebim var.
another one. You get it.
What are you doing? We're in a
Aa,
church.
Thought you didn't believe in God.
I do believe in civility.
Just
Bakın,
one more page
bu
missing.
bayanı buradan alın. Bu bayanı, bu bayan mıdır? Bayan mıdır, bayan mıdır? Birini alın buradan. Her yere halı asmışlar bu arada.
Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths. They
Dağınık.
considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it.
Ne istediniz ki yani? Ama
This
tabii
was
ki de
an
biz
act of
Osmanlı'yı seçiyoruz
desperation.
arkadaşlar.
And anger.
10 kağıt parçası. Yavaş yavaş geçmemiz lazım ki kağıt parçasını bulabileyim. Aa! Mezarlıkların orada var mıydı? Ben mi yanlış hatırlıyorum? Mezarlıkların orada biz bir kağıt görmemiş miydik? Ben mi yanlış hatırlıyorum?
Where are you going?
Buradakini aldık değil mi?
It sounds like Grovik was split in two.
İyi.
Between those who stood by Johann,
The final dinner.
the Last Supper.
Yep.
Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you.
Masaya da baktık. Son bir kağıt daha arıyoruz değil mi? Buraya da baktık. Bu. Tamam. Bu da
For he is
baktık.
our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It
Diğer
means
kağıdı
they
bulamıyorum.
believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune.
Bir falan
Where are you
atmışım.
going?
Bulmaya çalışacağım. Kağıt yok. 4. kağıt yok.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Sanki burada bir yerde kağıt gördüm.
Where are you going?
Dur bir. Susmaz artık. Bir daha bir şuraya gidelim. Demek ki burada bir yerde. Kız zaten şey dediği için. Teddy. Böyle al.
2 for 2. Tie. Good job, Teddy.
Stop,
Old bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Doğru.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
Bu niye bu şekil konuşuyor? Sen niye bu şekil bir tipsin acaba? Hı? Sen niye Betty'yi bu kadar kıskanıyorsun?
This book goes back years. It lists births and deaths. Here's the third
Bak yanlarına
footnote.
ne yazıyor?
The one who died in the cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know.
Lot.
There were surprisingly few births.
İsimlerini okuyamıyorum.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Bunlar ölen insanlar.
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. Probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Mord?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half dozen
Ay
deaths
kanım
in a
çekildi
single
saçma sapan.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom. For a
Traitor.
İyi.
Edward? What's wrong?
The final entry.
Bu ses ne?
There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Ya Betty
It
ise?
doesn't mean she's...
She's not dead. She can't be.
İyi.
I'd know. I'd know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me! Edward!
You better not be here, Betty.
Where are you going?
Ha, mezarlıklara bakacağız.
This one. It's...
Mezar mı kazacağız?
What are you doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
It's not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister
Or
like
what?
that.
Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
Lizzie? Alice? Come back. Don't leave me alone. Please. Come back. I need you.
Ne? Ben deliyim. Eski sevgilim de böyle. Biz deliyiz. Aa.
I was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me. No!
Aa! Aa! Aa! Uçtuk ay. Allah'ım asla tahmin etmiyordum.
Lizzie.
Bir ara bir aklıma gelir gibi oldu onu çizmediğimde falan.
Lizzie, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Of course you meant it. Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone!
Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day? That I'm your puppet, your little plaything. Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden. I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase.
Now, be reasonable.
Kız gelmedi ki, ben getirmişim işte seni.
Lissy. Alice, what are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Now listen to me. Please listen. Hear me out. Don't do this. You can't
Yapma.
do this.
Alo.
I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No. Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please don't.
You make me sick, Edward.
Oh. Belanı
Your
vermesin.
mother and father would be ashamed.
Ay.
Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No, never. Never. I never forget. I am never alone.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Melek indi yere.
Wake up, Edward.
Hey.
Stop hiding.
Sen?
Where you go, we go, Edward.
Sen de mi gezeceğim
You
şimdi ben?
cannot hide from us.
Aa.
Where's Lissy?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her.
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired. Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You have no
Ben
idea.
bittim ki şu
Want
an.
me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to
Kız sen
to
ne?
you. Lissy. Oh,
Ne içtik, ne yedik ki? Et mi dokundu ki? Ben dedim ama açıkta et bırakırsan sonra yersen kötü olursun diye. Çocuk. Bir şey söyleyeceğim. Küçük kardeşler mi dedi? Bana mı öyle geldi? Easy.
Lissy. Please. Listen. You can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Abla öyle gelirsen benim aklım gider ama ben sana
Alice
bir şey
does not
söyleyeyim.
want to speak with you.
And what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lissy.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course, I...
Kim? Gel şuna kurban, bir daha gelme. Bir şey söyleyeceğim, ben Allah tarafından görevli Mehdi olabilir miyim şu an, sadece soruyorum. Çık. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Gene gelecek iki gözümün çiçeği. Ha, geri mi dönmem gerekiyor? Tamam. İşte.
Alice, don't go. Hear me out. I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, teddy bear?
I'm asking you.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into. Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
Öyle konuşulur mu insanla? Ayıp ya. Tek oğlunu mekol bir şeyler diyor. Şimdi mi dışarı çıkıyorum? Yok, gene dışarı çıkmıyorum galiba.
I gave you this jacket. Betty. You were here.
Bir daha gelecek. Kız!
I'm trying to talk to you. Lissy, I'm tired of chasing you. Alice, be reasonable. Lissy, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday,
Jesus
which means
Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday.
Betty,
she must have...
Betty, Betty, Betty, Betty.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
It will never be the same.
Abla böyle gerçek olmaz ki. Tabii siz hobi olarak gene gerçek olun ama yani.
She does not
Allah.
want you.
Who are you talking
Why
about?
do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Aa!
Like mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stand being around us.
Like father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward.
Aa!
Into death.
Not us. We're always here for
I
you.
beg
You
you.
are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you!
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Fine. You're alone.
Good.
Lissy. Come back,
Çok sessiz olma.
please. Don't leave me.
Ay bir de bayıl istersen
lied.
Edward.
I don't want you to leave me alone. I don't want to be alone.
Burası niye hala kilitli?
Please, Lissy.
Allah'ını seven biri bir ışık yakabilir mi? Yani bir mum. Bir mum ne kadar olabilir ki? He? Yani ne kadar olabilir bir mum? Allah aşkına bir ışık, bir şey.
I need you. I can't do this on my own. I'm not whole without you. Please, please.
Çocuk gibi. Öf. Oğlum. Kardeşim de kendini öldürdü. Ben de iyicene dellendim. Ben size olanı söyleyeyim. Olan bu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Üçüncü gün. Çok çile.
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you?
Abo ama ben her kalktığımda bunu görünce korkuyorum ama.
Are you upstairs? Betty, I'm coming. I knew you were here.
Biz canım biz çok açıyoruz.
Wait there. I'm on my way.
Açılmıyor ki.
Betty? Betty? Are you in there? Open the door. I'm coming in. Stand away from the door.
Bayağı uçmuşum abi.
Betty? No. No, no, no, no, no. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was you, Betty.
Abi sen deli misin? Ölü biri yatıyor.
Anna.
Bu rahatlık nereden geliyor acaba? Hanımefendi. Saygılar. Saygılar. Bir kadın gördünüz. Kadersizlik.
You said this was a gift from another unlucky suitor. It was precious to you. You wouldn't have left it here unless... A signpost. A breadcrumb.
Hocam kadını
What's
gömsek
so
mi
important
kokar o
about the footlights?
çünkü. Çok üzücü.
I will figure this out. I will find you. I promise.
Çizdik. Neyi alalım, neyi bulalım canım benim? Kadını gömmeyecek miyiz? Gömsene kadını! Pardon, şunu okusam olur mu?
It's
Çözüyoruz
from
da.
Johan, addressed to his wife. Did you notice the handwriting, Betty? He was clearly distraught. Knock, knock. Enough is enough.
Hiç bilmiyorum oyunun ne kadarı
After
kaldı.
decades of strife, I pray that God will... Tilly, forgive me. I am tired of secrets. For 20 years I've kept my silence about our discovery, but my silence has only led to misfortune, and my cowardice has only led to death. I will make Frederick pay for what he has done to us, for what they have done to our Ruth. When it is over, I will let the ocean take me to you and Ruth. May God forgive me.
İnşallah.
And I was already dead when he wrote this. He had no one else to confess to. What now, Betty? Johan went to confront his brother, probably at Frederick's farm. And then? You followed Johan to Frederick Fretland's farm, and then to the mine. You wouldn't let this go, Betty. You'd follow your story to the end.
Madene gitti o zaman.
All the way to the end.
O zaman biz de madene gideceğiz. Değil mi?
So where is Frederick's farm?
Bugün gerilim bu arada. Tabi de ekstradan biz deliyiz.
Gate. Frederick's warning. Path leads to his farm. Farm is on the way to the mine, isn't that so, Betty? Are you still at the farm? Or did you go all the way?
Allah belanı vermesin senin karga.
Led you to this place? All these fragments. You'd piece them together into a story, wouldn't you, Betty? So, what do we know? Johan and Frederick are partners, and on good terms. Something happens in the mine.
Peki de bunları araştırmaya mı gelmişti ki
People
acaba?
falling out. And at the end of it all, 20 years later, Johan walks this path to confront Frederick. Betty? Was this your doing, Johan? Did you burn your brother's farm to the ground? And where were you, Betty? Did you witness their fall? What do you reckon, Betty?
Çok güzel. Hı? Bir şeyler bulup bir şeyler top. Boy Gamer hoş geldin. Hiçbir fikrim yok. Yapmış olabilir. Akli melakeleri yerinde değil kendisinin. Okay. Bir şeyler bulup şifreyi öyle gireceğim. Açar mısınız şu kapıyı? Okay. Yani gerçekten tam karlık sislik gün yani bu arada. Ah. Simon Fredland. Margaret Fredland. 5-17-21. 80'de doğmuş, 909'da ölmüş. Ay, mezarınıza biraz basacağım ama. Bence şu an şifreyi bulduk.
Born December 5th, 1909, died September 17th, 1923. The safe. Frederick would choose numbers that meant something to him. Why bury Simon here, and not at the cemetery? His wife's grave is also here.
Belki şey vandallık yaparlar diye buraya gömmüştür adam.
Or with their god.
Çünkü bunun da
Really use your imagination, Betty. You'd figure this out in no time.
yazık be, bu kendine deli. Kimseye zararı yok bunun. Kendi kendine bir deli bu. Onu kabul etmedi mi? Ha? Simon'un doğum
Let's try
tarihi.
Simon's birthday. Another Viking artifact, Betty. Most likely from the same treasure Ruth found.
Hala diyor ki Betty.
Postmarked in Boston. That's a
Bastın mı?
curious coincidence. Dear Frederick, I hope this letter, it's in English, Betty. Hope this letter finds you and the boy in good health. We're concerned about you both. No word from you for almost 2 years now.
Oğlun mu?
All of us still heartbroken about Margaret's passing. We know things have been difficult for you and Simon.
Benim adım Simon değil mi? Betty... Betty kız kardeşim değil. Edward Simon bilmem ne değil miyiz biz? Değiliz ki. Uydurdum şu an. Oha, bana niye öyle
The
gel?
discovery is made public. The authorities will intervene and the mine will be shut down. Should this happen, we will
Uydurdum.
consider it a breach of our contract and we will withdraw our investment. You and your brother will be responsible for all debts and losses. Johann must be convinced to wall up the chamber. We have already dealt with the worker who made the discovery. The Fretland Mining Company. I wonder what this unlocks.
Buluruz şimdi.
You went to the mine. I hope our guardian angel watched over you.
Betty dedi.
All right, Betty. So what happens next in your story?
Ay,
Johann and
gene
Frederick
başladı deli
discovered
deli
something in the
konuşmaya.
mine. A cave or chamber of archaeological value. They argue about what to do. If the discovery is made public, it's the end of their enterprise. Johann is convinced or paid to walk away. Their secret stays hidden.
Geri dönüyoruz değil mi şu an?
Then, a few months later, the accident. 3 men die. The investors pull out. The mine shuts down. Frederick's up to his neck
Okay.
in debt.
Tamam. Geri döneceğiz değil mi? Doğru anladım şu an ben. Hayır, geri dönmeyeceğiz. Şimdi bir şey söyleyeceğim. Kasada çıkan mektupta dedi ki kasada çıkan mektuptan. Betty dedi. Simon ve senin için endişeleniyoruz dedi. Ik dedi, bık dedi, bir şeyler dediler. Tamam mı? Benim kız kardeşim bu herifle evlenmiş. Sonra da kendini öldürmüş olmasın? Heyecanlı hikayeymiş bu arada, öyle çok da chill değilmiş. Çok geçtim, chill değilmiş. Ya heyecanlı. Nedir? Nedir?
Cursed mine in Grovik? Locals struggle with bad crops and livestock deaths and blame it on... They thought they were cursed because of the mine. A thing like that becomes self-fulfilling. If you believe you're cursed,
Ne
every
alaka?
misfortune feeds the delusion.
Yazık işte, Batılılar ne kadar kötü. Batılılar ne kadar kötü. Maden sizi ne yapsın?
So, 20 years pass. The Fretland feud tears the village apart, setting neighbor against neighbor. And then, Ruth stumbles across the secret in the mine. After all this time,
Ne oluyor?
the truth may finally come to light, but...
Sıkıştım.
And the day after,
Şu.
Simon is murdered.
Lan gitmeyecek miyiz? Ben buradan inmek istiyorum. Ha tamam.
It's a catalyst. Old grievances resurface. No matter who you stand with, you're a traitor.
Traitor.
Things escalate. More people die. From disease, despair, suicides, murder.
Hay Allah'ım. Niye bütün bir şehir kendini öldürdü? Neden? Neden ya?
All because of the mine. Because of what they found there.
Ne buldular orada? Aman diyeyim, bulduklarını biz bulmayalım da.
There was no one to stop it, Betty. They were alone. That's the real curse of Grovik. Isolation.
Isolation. Biz de isolation'dayız. Ben de isolation'dayım.
This place is cursed. Ridiculous.
Ruth'un bebeğinin kafası.
The day she fell. Something spooked her, and then she ran. All the way to the cliff where... Do you know what happened, Betty? Did you witness it? Hello? Betty, are you in there?
Ne, içeride.
Please answer me.
Git Aras Kargo. İşerim. Bunu yaparım. Bunu yaparım. Hala Betty diye. Enes. Ah Enes, vah Enes.
Oh, Betty. This is Mother's brooch.
Ya deli değil işte, değil.
You wouldn't take it off unless... You left it here for a reason. What am I not seeing?
Bakalım. Karga niye böyle?
Edward! Edward!
Ne?
Elizabeth? Is that you?
Edward? Where are you?
I'm on my way, Betty. Wait for me.
Lan!
Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Edward! Where are you?
I'm on my way.
Nasıl ya?
Edward, please! Hurry!
I'm
Kız
coming.
dur! Deli etti beni ya. Kardeşcezim. Edward. Ne var Edward? Çenen kopsun.
I'm here, Betty. It's Edward. It's me. I can hear you. Hold on. I'm almost there. Just stay put, Betty. I'm coming for you. Betty? Betty!
Yanlış yola girdik.
Elizabeth? I'm on my way. Don't move. I'm coming for you. I'm here, Betty.
Eve
It's
geldik.
Edward.
Ha, melek gelecek.
Edward, hurry!
I'm coming.
Edward, is that you? I'm in here.
Thank God. Thank God. You're here. You're inside the house. Elizabeth, there you are. Finally. You have no idea how long I've been looking for you. You had me so worried. I Look. Your brooch. Mother's brooch. You must have lost it at the mine. Let me put it on for
Hoş
you, Betty.
geldin.
I wouldn't want you to lose it again.
Hoş geldin Bedi.
She's been dead for 30 years, Edward. Elizabeth was never here. But we didn't come for her. We came for Johann, and Anna, and Frederick, and Simon, and Ruth. We're here to tell their stories.
No. Elizabeth. She's here.
You know Betty died when she was a baby. She drowned in the pond, and you found her. You were just 11. You carried her to your mother. And your mother...
She hated you for that.
She could never forgive you for bringing her baby to her. And you could never forgive yourself for what she did after. You always forget this. Because you don't want to be alone. So you bring Betty back. Again and again. To New York. To Boston. To the house. But always just out of reach. Never quite there. The scent of her. The echo of her.
Oh.
But never really her. And all it does is make you lonelier. But the thing is, Edward, you're never alone.
You have us.
Deliyim
And you'll
çünkü değil mi?
always have us. Betty's... She was never there for you. She couldn't be. You can't lose us. We're a part of you.
Forever. And ever. And ever.
But you need to let Betty go now. There's not room for all of us in there.
I couldn't save you, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry. It is as painful to wake from a vision
Ünlü biri.
as it is to be born anew.
Ünlü birinin fotoğrafı. Bir dakika, kadın kim? Greta bir şey dedi kadın için. Kız kardeşimiz bebekken ölüyor. Biz onu kurtaramıyoruz.
Goodbye, Betty.
Are you up? Come outside. It's a beautiful day.
Had your noodle juice yet?
I might be weaned off this stuff.
Boo. Don't lose your taste for tea, old fruit. It keeps you human. We have unfinished business.
We do?
The final piece of the puzzle.
Ruth.
Come on. Let's go back to where it started.
Of.
We have an appointment with a ghost.
Uçuruma geri geldik.
Such an amazing view, isn't it? And the air. Ugh. Boy. Why did we come here, Teddy?
To Grovik. Well. The letter to Frederick.
The one you found in his safe. From Boston.
I may have overheard a conversation somewhere. Paid it no attention, but the name stuck. And Betty... And I spun a story around it that put us on this path.
Do
Vay
you really
be.
believe that? I mean, how often are you around people?
Some places have gravity.
What are you saying? Gravewick's gravity pulled us across the Atlantic Ocean?
Grovik. No, I'm not saying that. That's irrational.
But you believe it, don't you? That we were summoned to tell their story.
To find my sister.
But Betty's not. She was never here. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a man of science. I don't know what to believe.
And yet, here we are. All three of us.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
I wanted to be close to her. Do you believe in ghosts, Edward?
You know I don't.
Well, you've been chasing one for years.
That's different.
What about me? Us.
You're not ghosts, you're alive.
Fair enough. So what really happened to Ruth?
She was probably murdered.
By Simon?
It had to be Simon.
Are you sure?
Does it matter? They're both dead.
It matters to me.
Çok
So she
üzüldüm
ran
adama
from the
ya.
mine. And she came here.
Of.
And then someone pushed her? If only she had wings. Like a bluebird. She could have soared away on autumn winds. But why was she killed?
Hazine için.
Because of what she found.
Someone wanted the treasure. Or wanted to make sure no one else would find it. So instead,
Ne
they
demek
cursed this
Zuhal?
place. And the curse killed everyone, including the murderer. I hope she's at peace. And with God. Do you think that's where everyone's gone?
Heaven. They're dead. I don't know what that means. Maybe there is more. I can't stop you from hoping. We'll never know
Daha
what
gözüküyor
happened
şu
to
an
everyone
oyun.
in Grovik.
We tried our best. We'll remember them. All of them. Maybe that will give them some peace in the afterlife. Could this be your book, Edward? The one you've been wanting to write? A story about people who are isolated, left behind by the world. You can give them all a proper ending. with no
2020'de
annoying loose
biz.
threads. Edward, is that?
Boat? But how?
Who cares? Let's catch it before it sets out on another adventure.
I don't understand how this can be.
I keep telling you, ghosts. Ghosts took the boat, ghosts brought it back.
Bu arada fark ettiyseniz oyun
Whatever
bize
helps you sleep at night, teddy
çok
bear.
net bir cevap vermedi.
Let's blouse.
Hatta dedi ki ucu açık insanların kendi başına tamamlayabileceği bir hikaye yazarsın belki dedi. Şu an oyun da öyle bitiyor.
Meet you at the house.
My goodness. Righty-ho. No rush. We have all day.
Eve mi gidiyoruz şimdi? Kız uçurumun kenarında otururken dedi ki bütün bu hikayeyi dedi kitaplaştırmak ister misin dedi. Böyle ucu açık herkesin farklı sonuçlar çıkartabileceği kimsenin de sıkılmayacağı bir hikaye dedi. Şu an eve gitmemiz gerekiyor değil mi? Ben doğru anladım. Mesela oyunda şu anda Ruth'a ne oldu bilmiyoruz. Simon'a ne oldu bilmiyoruz. Tek bildiğimiz şey ama Betty'nin küçük kız kardeşimizin çocukken suda boğuldu ve bizim de onu kurtaramadığımız ve yıllarca da bu travmayı atlatamadığımız. Kadın ünlü birisiydi değil mi fotoğraftaki kadın?
Come on, Teddy. Pack your things.
Bence oyun güzeldi bu arada.
Do you never sit still?
Don't be a wet blanket. Let's make like the wind and get out of here.
Kadını her gördüğümde bebeler olsun. Kitap kapağı. Güle güle Bet. Son kez kendimize bakalım. Boş adam. Oyunun görüntüleri çok güzel bu arada. Yani çok çok güzel. Bıraktık mı fotoğrafı burada? Bir şey sorayım mı? Aşırı da güzel değil ama güzel bir oyundu. Aşırı güzel de diyemem. Kendini amma konuşuyorum. Gayet hoştu. Ölüyü ne yapacağız abi? Ölü orada kaldı. Ölü kadın odası açılmıyor. Aa. Şu an bunu okuyabiliyoruz değil mi? Sabah biraz limonlu çay içtim, şekersiz. Yanında da elma ve kuru tost yedim. Son zamanlarda çok kilo aldım. Bu diyeti bir gazetede okumuştum. Görünüşe göre Londra'da çok popüler. Ama korkunç şekilde açlık çekiyorum ve kızarmış yumurta ile sos çok özlüyorum. Dün John'a garip bir mektup gönderildi. Amerika bir beyefendi göndermiş. Hanover, Bay Edward Harden. Mektup çok iyi ve kibarca yazılmıştı. Bay Harden, Alesundlu bir polisten Greenwich'le iletişime geçmek için almış bilgilerimizi. Ona neden Frederick'i değil de John'un adını ve adresini verdiklerini çok merak ediyorum. Pek de sevgilim Margaret artık hayatta olmadığı için veya İngilizceyi Frederick'ten daha iyi konuştuğum için bize yönlendirmişler. Bay Harden mektubunda tek başına seyahat eden kız kardeşi Elizabeth Harden'ı sordu. Görünüşe göre o bir gazeteci. Şöyle bir düşününce Atlantik Okyanusu'nun ta öbür köşesinden biri geliyor. Ve hakkınızda yazı yazıyor. Ne kadar da hoş. Mektupta Elizabeth'in Greenwich'i ziyaret etme planlarının olduğunu yazıyordu. Bu yüzden kendisi de kardeşini bulmak için ve bize yazmış. Neden burası gibi sıkıcı ve hiçbir şey olmayan bir yere gelmeyi tercih etmiş hiçbir fikrim yok. Çünkü burası hakkında yazmaya değer hiçbir şey yok. Kız kardeşi henüz buraya uğramadı. Mektup gelmemiş. Biz mektup yazmışız. Dedi ya bana bir mektup geldi gönderildi kız kardeşimin burada olduğuna dair diye. İnsanlara da biz mektup yazmışız. Gezme hakkında sorular sorarak onu sıkardım. Böyle bir düşünce kulağa çok ilginç geliyor. Umarım gelir. Deli gibi sıkılacak olsa bile. Bugün Bay Harden'a mektup yazacağım. John'un İngilizcesi çok iyi olmadığı için ben yazacağım. Eğer gelmeye karar verirse bizim evimizde kalması için ricada bulunacağım. Sonuçta Greenwich'te misafirlere özel ev yok. Bizim boş odamız ise nadiren kullanılıyor. Ayrıca itiraf etmeliyim ki Amerika'dan gelen bir ziyaretçi beni çok heyecanlandırdı. Sabah John bana aptal olduğumu söyledi. Londra'da olmadığımızı ve kilolarımın kimsenin umurunda olmadığını ve vermem gerekmediğini söyledi. Ben de hemen haşlanmış yumurta ve tereyağlı tost hazırladım. Ne? Bay Harden'dan bir başka mektup daha aldık. Planladığı gibi Ekim ayında da burada olacak. Birkaç günlüğüne de olsa yabancı biriyle konuşmayı dört gözle bekliyorum. John bu konuda bana pek eşlik ettiği söylenemez. Birkaç rutin biz hala gelmiyoruz tabii o tarihlerde. Hoş geldin Medyalab, hoş geldin. İyisindir inşallah. John bu konuda bana pek eşlik ettiği söylemez. Birkaç rutin dışında neredeyse hiç konuşmuyoruz. Bay Harden'ın kız kardeşi hakkında henüz bir işaret yok. Yok ki çünkü öyle biri. Haftalar önce ayrıldıysa nerede olabilir ki? Yol esnasında gelmekten vazgeçmiş de olabilir. Bununla ilgili hiçbir şey duymadık. Ama zaten Greenwich dışında biriyle neredeyse çok nadir konuşuyoruz. Kız umarım iyidir. Bay Harden'ın bunca yılı boş boşuna gelmemesi için dua ediyorum. Ruth hala gizli gizli bir şeyler yapıyor. Benden bir şey sakladığına eminim. Bir gün onu takip edeceğim. Kilisede bugün yine toplanamadık. Papaz Temmuz'daki alma töreninden beri gelmiyor. John onun geri dönmeyeceğini ve Greenwich'ten vazgeçtiğini söylüyor. Tıpkı diğerleri gibi. Sanırım hasta olacağım. Birisi gece vakti teknemize zarar vermiş. Vay 3. kez oluyor bu. Oo! Her zamanki gibi Frederick'ten şüpheleniyor. Korkarım ki bunca yıldan sonra bir şeyler tekrardan alevleniyor. Kendimi hiç iyi hissetmiyorum. Ve dünden beri günün çoğunu yatakta geçiriyorum. Tatlı Ruth'um ise bu halimi görüp bana patates çorbası ve ballı ve sütlü çay hazırlamış. 18 Eylül 1923. Sevgili Ruth'umuz bizi terk etti. Ona bunu Simon'ın yaptığına inanamıyorum. Şimdi ise o da öldü ve Gravik'in tüm umudu onlarla birlikte bitmiş. Eğer başından zaten izlemediyseniz şu anda anormal karışıktır. Yani Ah. Başından beri anlayan için bile şey. Sinirlerim bozuldu, öksürük beni şimdi. To Ruth from Edward. Hadi. Demek ki biz Ruth öldüğünde o bayrağı yarıya indirdik. Ruth'a ben de çok üzüldüm. Küçük bebek yani.
Row, Teddy, row.
Çocuk.
The water's still cold.
It's a fjord, Lissy, and it's almost winter.
There'll be snow when we get back to Hanover.
The house will be warm.
Are we going to be all right, Edward?
I think so. Güle güle Norveç. Çok sevgili YouTube, sizlerle buraya kadar gelmiş olalım. Hatta bir hikayeyi daha alıp Ragnar Törnqvist, işte bahsettiğim kişi bu arada. Güzel hikayelerin elinden çıktığı şahıs. Senaryo da gene kendisine ait. Her şey çok bir net olmasa da gayet güzeldi. En azından uzunca bir süredir böyle bir oyun oynamıyordum efendim. O yüzden bana böyle bir oyun oynamak bayağı iyi geldi. Müzik, atmosfer ve normal yürüme simülasyonlarına göre böyle şey demiyorsunuz hani içinizden üf mahvolduk bittik demiyorsunuz. Son zamanlarda oynadığım güzel oyunlardan bir tanesiydi. Umarım sizler de beğenmişsinizdir. Umarım sizin de hoşunuza gitmiştir. Biz Twitch'le birlikte sizleri çok çok öpüyoruz. Hikayede bana eşlik ettiğiniz ve ortak olduğunuz için çok çok teşekkür ederim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Bay bay.